Welcome back, viewers. This is James, Calm the Guy on the Bike, and I'm up here on North 14th Street here in Northern Williamsburg. And looks like they've got some kind of a motorcycle festival going on down the street, but we're going to run in here at the Boiler Pierogi and see a show by Andrew Ohanesian called House Party. Well, I've come by a couple of times while they were doing the construction on this, and just take a quick look around here, and there's Joe Amrhein, the proprietor here, Pierogi. I saw them as they were building this, and so what they've done is basically build kind of a little cracker box house here in the gallery space here at the huge Pierogi space, and then they had an opening, and somewhere along the line people went crazy and started basically trashing the space. So I guess part of what Andrew was dealing with here is the idea of relational aesthetics maybe pushed in the wrong direction, and what happens when you get a mob of people and sort of give them permission to go nuts. Now, this was all set up almost like a little model home. I know I came in here and saw some of the subcontractors working on this, I guess about a week, maybe a week and a half before the show opened, and they were laying tile, and this whole space was looking beautiful. Well, that's amazing. They haven't smashed all this glass yet. Now, I guess if you wanted to, you could probably come down here and you know, bring a six-pack, your smokes, hang around and enjoy yourself. Anyway, it's looking pretty grungy at this point, and I think it's been open maybe 2 weeks. We're going to talk to Joe Amrhein about this and maybe ask him a few questions. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, congratulations on the opening. Tell us a little bit about the piece. How long did Andrew actually work constructing this little house?
Well, Andrew came in with a crew of friends of his, very competent, great people, and artists that are construction workers, plumbers, electricians. They all came in. It took about 6 weeks.
Now, how long did it take for the, for the opening to pretty much, say, transform the space?
Well, that's the thing. It really happened probably faster than Andrew would thought it would, but it was probably you know, within 3-4 hour period that the party got out of control.
No, but was there some? I mean, was everybody coming in and sort of looking at it and admiring how beautiful it was, and then there was somebody blew a whistle or rang a bell and it was sort of okay, go crazy, or it just start spontaneously happening?
Well, it was a little bit of both. I mean, the idea of the show is called House Party, the house
yes.
Party. So it was sort of built into the whole context, and when you walked into the space, it was really a beautiful, clean...
It's like a little model home.
It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
He went out of his way to make it not just a house, but it was a home. You'd go into the drawers, there were, you know, pencils and keys and
plates and glasses and knives and forks, and yeah.
Everything was there, so you really felt like you were in someone's house. And you know, I think the kegs of beer kind of gave it away, and at the party that it was a place to have a good time. So it was all based on the idea that you would be transcended into this space. You know, you'd be in the warehouse at the Boiler here, and the industrial space, and you're getting into this incredible other place that you would come into that you would feel like you're in the Midwest somewhere almost, or at Mom's house, so to speak. And,
right.
So he developed this whole context to bring you into and put you in another place, you know, in this house. And the party took off, and it was quite remarkable what happened.
How much do you think?
I don't know what people would come to the people's heads sometimes. They went off, you know, they just turned into somebody else.
Lord of the Flies. How much do you think he spent actually constructing this? Do we have any idea what kind of cost the actual construction was?
I'll let Andrew talk to you about that.
All right, but it wasn't cheap. This was all perfectly furnished and carpeted and tiled and
We helped
all
out
the fixtures
with some
and
of the costs, but he really went overboard, I think. He really wanted to make into a perfect house. He used 5/8 sheetrock and BX and studs and an elevated floor, and it's all.
Is there a bathroom in there? Is there a functioning bathroom in there?
Functioning bathroom.
Oh, good. I might have to use that before I leave. Is it still functioning?
It's still functioning. And then,
oh, that's the one important part.
But anyway, he went out his way to make it into an undeniable home, and in doing so too, beyond the party, he really wanted to, putting a house into a gallery space, you start talking about what a home is, what the American dream is, what
yes.
these whole issues of foreclosure now, and this whole context of the economy and the market.
Right, and how much of that is kind of a phony commercial image that is served up as a product, and how much of it is the real living thing? And
also, you know, is the American dream a reality for a lot of people these days in buying a home? And so, I mean, all of this is sort of a very provocative way of talking about this. It's a very complicated piece in its underlying foundation, so to speak, of this work, and he portrayed it as his house party, and it's a very complicated but very elaborate and very successful work.
I've heard that people are saying that he might reset the piece, I mean, maybe come in and fix it back up again and maybe do
well, in that sense,
another kind of opening with it again. Is that a possibility?
That's a possibility. In that sense, it's a living sculpture. I think in the next few weeks we're going to do the cleanup, so that'll be
get the same people that trashed it to come in and clean it up. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
You know, we'll see what happens after that. But
well, I missed the opening because I was in California, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But I was watching sort of some of the progression over the period of time they were constructing it. So I'd love to see it maybe done again.
Well, you're more than welcome. I'll let you know. Definitely.
How do you think this relates to some of the other relational aesthetics, people like Rick Venetian and maybe Black Acid and some of these other people that have been kind of dealing with similar things?
Well, it's a show that's, again, it's a living project, so it's
yes.
Evolved, and then that evolution is sort of serendipitous. It's not so planned out.
Are there rules? I mean, could somebody come down here, bring a six-pack, go in and sit on the couch and just relax? And
absolutely.
Are there any rules?
Well, just don't bring any matches.
All right, no fires, no drugs, nothing that's going to break the law.
We'll
got to keep the hygiene up, right?
See what happens. Yeah, it is a house, it is a home, and
no underage people, right?
Sort of be respectful, but as you can see,
yeah, I can see there's been a lot of respectful use of the house.
It's all relative, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Joe, and I'm going to come back and maybe visit with Andrew.
Please do.
Thanks for your comments. All right, thank you. So, anyway, it's called House Party, right? All right, here, the house party here at the Boiler, I think it's North 14th Street in Williamsburg. Thank you, Kate.
You better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with them pumped up kicks. You better run, better.